We're getting like a total stormy, rainy, cloudy fall day, and I'm actually super here for it. We're just gonna do a little get ready with me, and the get ready with me is just me fixing this. Hi, my name is Jessica from Berg's Nest Crochet, and welcome back to another cozy crochet vlog. Bear with me while I'm doing my hair. If you're new here, I am a crocheter. I also have a small business that specializes in making custom, affordable accessories for the small fiber artist. You can check out my website linked in the description if you're curious to know more about that. But if you like crochet, coffee, kitties, and cozy vibes, you are in the right place, my friends. Happy Monday! We're starting a new week, and this week needs to be the week that I wanted last week to be, okay? Last week, I wanted to get a bunch of stuff done, and that did not end up happening for a myriad of reasons. First and foremost being, I was sick. I had a cold that really knocked me on my butt. It took me a few days to really get myself sorted out, but I'm finally feeling pretty much back to myself today. Let's get these bangs out of the way finally. We also just had a lot of distractions last week. Some of them were good, some of them were bad. My vlog camera died, and I had to purchase this new beautiful one. My laser was having an issue, and we had to swap out the air pump for a new one, and that hopefully, I think, fixed the issue. But this week is going to be a productive week simply because it must be, okay? We have so much to do, and it's going to start getting busy and chaotic if I don't make up for lost time a little bit. I'll insert a clip here of what our mornings have been like. He will just run up and down the hallway, back and forth, darting around. Decided I would wear the bandana that I made for this summer box today. Okay, we're officially ready for the day now. We are going to try doing a POV shot of crocheting. I am so stoked about this. And actually, let's go ahead and get the nice mic connected. I've got my row counter ring. We just finished row 89, and we are starting on row 90, which is a leaf hopper stitch row. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna like make quick glances to see what this is looking like, but for the most part, if you guys hear Murdoch in the background, he's, well, you might not hear him with the mic being used, but he's playing on top of the plarn mat, which I still need to take in. Anyway, my plan for this is to, for the most part, just kind of make little adjustments if I notice that the camera is way off. But I want to test this out by just kind of crocheting as I normally would, and then watching the footage back and seeing how close it was to being a good point of view shot. Sometimes you're recording something like this with your phone and you think, you know, it's like you get in the zone with the actual project you're working on, and you kind of forget that you're recording it. And when you watch the footage back, you're like, oh, I wasn't even in the shot, you know, like I got way off. And I'm curious to see if that will happen or if this is in a good spot. It feels like it's in a good spot. This is so cool, you guys. Now the lighting is not necessarily the greatest because I've got point my light straight down a little bit more. And obviously this is a dark charcoal gray yarn, so it's not necessarily the most ideal. For showing off. I also don't have the light on in this room. I just have the light here over my computer that's currently on. So we're casting a lot of shadows. But this is like, it's pretty close. Like I'm pretty close to my hands. Also, if you guys can see all of the stupid little cuts I have on my left hand, I don't want you to worry. It's just Murdoch. He has those little tiny razor sharp kitten claws and he is not afraid to use them. And he got me several times yesterday and they sting. They hurt a lot. You guys, this is working. And it looks like it's focusing on like my hands in the project pretty nicely from what I can see. Now if I could only have this set up for a live, you know? Technically, I am supposed to be, ow! Oh, Murdoch's here. Hey. Oh yeah, I'm supposed to be able to use this as a live stream camera. Like the app on my phone, it has an option. Live stream is one of the options. We could not get it to work when we were messing around with it yesterday, but I didn't really spend too much time looking into it. Oh my goodness, what a baby. All right, dude. I am going to close you out of here. You have the whole rest of this level of the house to explore. You don't need to be up on my desk. Yeah. Here, look out the window. See what the squirrels are up to.
I just wanna go out and walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk with you. You don't have to tell me anything that's new. I just wanna go out and walk with you. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine, sailing over pavement with our two outlines. I like to see the shape you're in from time to time. I just wanna see your shadow next to mine. I just wanna see the same things you can see, understand the meaning on a new degree. just like to talk with you. I just wanna go out on a walk with you. Baby, you know I just like to talk.
Jackie and I are on coffee duty because the line to buy the tickets for the ferry is very slow paced. So Totally. Yes, so we were like, I think we need to get coffee. And there's a little cafe at the port, so that's where we are right now.
And there's a fish tank.
And now we want to fish for our cabin. But unfortunately pets aren't allowed on board. You're so cute! Should we get a fish for the cabin?
Yes.
A pet fish?
It'll be our baby. It'll be our child.
This pistachio-filled taste test.
This one. Have to make sure that it is perfectly level or square. We aren't going to use every single one of these pencils, but we are going to use most of them. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 11 more sets of pencils, which means 33 pencils total. I'm just gonna load up one of these for now, because we need to be able to test out the layout of it and make sure that it's in the right place. Okay, so we've got to set the height on this. It needs to be able to obviously clear the pencil. That looks about right. I can fit my finger in there, which is usually a good test. And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna have to move these because this is gonna frame all the way around. Put those here for now. Let's get the air assist going. Get our fan going. And we're just gonna do one for now, because I obviously don't want to ruin a whole batch if it's off. Here we go. Hi, can I help you? No, no. All right, let's see. Oh, honestly, it's not quite straight, is it? I'm gonna pull this just a smidge. Okay, just a smidge. And then I think this needs to come this way. Just a little touch. Okay. So in order to not waste pencils, what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip this over, and we're going to use it again, and we're going to do another test. And let's process again. That already looks better. Alright. Okay, I thought maybe you were hurt or needed help, but you clearly just wanted to come in here and assault me more. I banished thee to the bay window. Oh, much better. Much better in terms of being level and being centered. Now that we've got that fixed, I'm gonna load up 11 pencils. This is the last one. All right, here we go. Check back in when those are done. Okay, first batch of pencils, first design is all done. Let's get these pulled off the laser and get the next ones going. Yeah. I have a question. So, I know on TikTok, going live has always been a really great way for me to meet new people and get followers. Does that work at all on Instagram or not so much? Where is my microphone? Here it is. We have officially finished the last of the pencils. They are done on the laser, and so we're going to pull those up and we're going to get custom orders going. I low-key forgot that Megs and I were recording an episode today. We had it in our calendar, and I simply forgot. And she messaged me a link to our Zoom meeting to record and said, "Ready when you are." And I said, oops. So while I was planning on having the laser running this entire morning, I obviously can't run it when we're recording an episode. So I did turn the laser off for a bit, and we spent a little bit of time after the episode planning for some upcoming things. So I was able to get the last of the pencils engraved while we were talking after we were done recording. And we're officially done with that now. It is the afternoon. A little bit of an update. We are not going to have life group tonight because everybody in our life group is either sick or injured or out of town. While I am bummed that we will not have life group tonight, I am feeling a little bit relieved in terms of having the rest of the evening to work on stuff and not having to stop to get the house totally clean and get everything prepped and do life group tonight. I will have the rest of the evening to work on things, and that's what I'm planning on doing because you guys know we have a lot to do, and I will take as much time as I can get to get caught up on everything. So this has turned into a full work day. We're going to try and make it fun. We're going to try and keep it somewhat chill. I also had a good chat with Megs about some winter box things, getting her input and talking a little bit about that. So that's kind of on my brain right now, but we need to switch gears fully back to the fall boxes and custom orders. I want to get as many of those custom orders done today as possible, and I want to get as many of the items ready to go for the fall boxes as possible. Fall boxes, winter boxes, hot cocoa bomb season, custom orders. Editing. both the YouTube channel and the podcast. Those are all the things. Let's do all the things. Let's go. I think this is one of the first times I've ever had him just chill with me. I was giving him a bottle. This started off completely full. He almost drank it all, and I think now he's sleepy because he just drank all that milk. Sometimes he drinks a bunch of milk and then he gets super playful, and then sometimes it has a calming, sleepy effect, and it seems to have done the latter. I'm like, do I pet him and see if that helps him get more calm? I think if I touch him, it may activate him. So instead, I am, I guess, going to take a break for a minute, because I dare not move this bean. Although Michael is most likely done with work and probably going to bound up the stairs at any moment, and he will inevitably wake him up. I should text him and ask him when he's coming upstairs.
Keep making tops for the rest of my night.
And tell him to be
Probably
quiet
going
when
to
he
watch
does.
some KB, transferring down to my couch. I am hoping to finish this whole top tonight. If we can, I would like to start another one.
Currently working on some custom tags. Happy to be moving on to this task and be done with fall Berg box laser stuff. I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, only 4? I feel like there's more than 4. 5, 6. I forgot I haven't grabbed the last couple off the printer yet. I have a total of 6 custom orders. This first one is only 10 tags, so it will go very quickly. The next one is some pom-pom keepers, so I'll have to throw some wood on. That won't take too long. And then I have some more custom tags to make. More custom tags, but this is a big order. I have 100 tags to make of this, 50 black and gold and 50 cream. That's maybe as far as we'll get tonight, because that's a big order. The other 2 are newer orders, but I would still like to get them done, like, tomorrow. But let's check in and see how these custom tags are looking, because I think they're going to turn out really beautiful. Okay, I know I said that I was going to not work on the blanket at all until all of the fall box stuff is done, but I didn't realize, well, I got to crochet a little bit because of the podcast. I didn't realize we were recording an episode of the podcast. Sitting down and recording enabled me to get several rows done, and now I'm like just a couple rows from having the main portion of the blanket finished, and it's just kind of in my way. So I think I'm just gonna finish the last couple rows of this blanket. We still have the border to do, but that is another project for another day. But I think I'll just get the main portion done so that I can fasten off my yarn and just set it to the side and know that that's done, because I'm so close to being done. And then I'm going to dedicate the rest of my evening to getting custom orders done and getting fall Berg box items cleaned, packaged, stained, all the things. Pencils are completely done. After I finish the blanket, next thing I'll work on will be the square patches and folded tags. So let's keep going. I am on the very last row of the main portion of this blanket. So once I finish, all that will be left is the border. We're not gonna move on to the border today unless I get a lot done this evening and I wanna chill and crochet a little bit before going to bed. I'm just doing a single crochet row for the last final row because I think it'll be a little bit easier to attach a border onto a row of single crochet, and it sort of mimics the foundation chain a little bit at the beginning of the blanket. So that's what I'm doing. We are continuing with custom orders. I finished the first one, and when I say finished, I mean I made the items on the laser. I still have to clean everything and package, but I typically will do that when I have a few things. Like I'll kind of clean them and package them all at once. It's just easier to kind of like batch my tasks like that. So we have pom-pom keepers on the laser right now. That's something that I have not shown on my YouTube channel yet. I will try and insert a little picture so that you can see what they look like, but basically they are an alternative to having to sew buttons onto the inside of your hats. If you use the faux fur pom-poms with the little elastic loops, these pom-pom keepers are really nice because you don't have to sew anything. It's just the tension of the elastic keeps it all in place. They're really nice. You can check them out if you would like on my website. They're great for like holiday market preps. And what I'm trying to do with these smaller orders is I'm really trying to use up some of my like scrap leftover pieces of leather and wood. I have a ton, because the caramel colored leather is by far my most popular color that I go through. I end up with a ton of these little scraps of things where it's like, I end up having these different strips based on like what projects I'm using the leather for. And I also have way too many sheets of craft wood where it's like I can fit a few more things on there, so I don't want to just throw them out. When I'm doing big bulk making, like for the Berg boxes, I don't want to sit there and use these little tiny scrappy. I just need to start with a full sheet. But this is an order where it's a small enough order that I can try and use up some scraps. So I've just finished off this one piece of wood. I'm going to put a new piece on there next, and it's going to feel good to clear out some of these pieces, get them out of my studio after using up the last little bit that I can get out of them. Don't want to waste anything. Keeping going on the blanket and making custom orders. We have officially finished the main portion of the leaf hopper stitch blanket. This is how much I had left of that cake. I'm going to end up using this and more for the border, which is fine because I still have 1, 2, 3 full cakes of this yarn. So I haven't even used it all. The next thing I'm going to get started on is cleaning tags and patches while the last of my pom-pom keepers cut out. This is what they look like. These are the standard ones. So they say handmade with love, and they also say remove pom before washing. So it's both cute and a little bit practical. It gives the customer some information on making sure they remove those faux fur poms before they wash their hats, because if you guys have ever put one of those faux fur poms in the washer and dryer, you know it does not end well. We're going to make some more of those. I do also have a couple other options on my website. You can order the standard ones that just say handmade with love, remove pom before washing, and you can also order custom ones where you can put in the name of your business. So instead of handmade with love, it'll say, for example, Berg's Nest Crochet, and then it still has that remove pom instruction at the bottom. So if you are making a lot of hats and beanies for your markets coming up this holiday season, and you are planning to use some cutie little faux fur pom-poms, these are a great addition that will make your market prep a lot easier and simpler, because you will not need to sew on buttons to loop the elastic around. They're very convenient if you're trying to make things quickly.
When I saw you walking down that hill, head high and shoulders back, watching you was such a thrill. wings are beating. Baby, me and you.
Good morning, my friends. It is Tuesday, and we have a lot to do today. I need to come up with something else to say. I keep saying we have a lot to do today. Like, duh, of course we do. I did get a lot accomplished yesterday. I am excited to keep going today. You know what I'm also really excited for? I'm excited for it to actually get cool, dare I say cold, outside. I'm a bit of a polar bear. I like the cold weather. In a lot of my videos, I've been trying to wear my crochet stuff because it's fun, right? Like, it's fun to get to wear what you've made and also to show off in videos the different stuff that you've made. So today I'm wearing this little crochet beanie with a little faux fur pom, and this is one of my old school holographic tags. Unfortunately, I can't make them anymore because I discovered that they are toxic to engrave. Wah wah. But anyway, I did make this hat. But I'm excited for it to get like actually cold outside because then I can actually wear some of my sweaters and stuff, you know? I love wearing my crochet pieces and I love the idea of being able to wear them in vlogs, but the weather's got to line up. So we'll just stick to little accessories until we can justify wearing full-on clothing pieces. But anyway, I've got my coffee, of course, and we're gonna get the laser going with some custom orders. I did finish, 4 orders yesterday? 3 orders. I finished 3 orders. I started on a 4th. You saw me packing these last night. It was the last thing I did before I hopped into bed. And I do have these packaged up, but this is one of 3 sets of tags for that order. Also yesterday, I think I said I had 5 or 6 orders to do total, and I lied. I have 7. And 2 of them are larger orders. So we are gonna get the laser firing right away. I'm doing all of the brown leather items first, which means next up on my list is gonna be order number 1748. And then I have a larger order that has 60 brown tags, and I will put a new sheet of leather up for that because obviously that's gonna take up more space. But I have almost used up almost all of the scrap pieces of the brown leather that I had, and I feel great about that. I love the fact that I was able to use up some scrap pieces. I still have a lot of caramel scrap pieces, but I don't know that I'll ever be able to I don't know that I'll ever be able to fully get rid of them. Like, I could, but it takes a lot of time to take the little pieces off and on, so I tend to save them for smaller projects, smaller orders. Little Murdoch is 1 pound 14 ounces today, so he continues to grow. He's only 2 ounces away from the benchmark we need to hit for all of his stuff for his vet appointment next week. He's doing well. Poor guy with the ear mites. His ears are so uncomfortable. I'm like, I can't wait to be able to get him his medicine. All right, I have all the logos, the ones that needed to be designed. I have them all designed. I finished them all last night. I just gotta actually drag it in here. What layout are we doing? Layout 5. Excuse me, please do not chase after my hand like such. Anyway, let's get going with today. Michael has made me a delicious chicken snack wrap for lunch. It's delicious. McDonald's who? We don't know her. Delightful. Happy to say we have used up the last of the brown scraps. So I can put a brand new sheet on, which is perfect because I'm working on the larger order now, and not feel guilty for not using the scraps because they've all been used up. Oh, what a satisfying feeling. And because I'm not working on tiny little bits at a time, I can sit and edit. I'm editing the fall Berg box video right now, and I can edit for longer stretches because I won't have to get up every 5 seconds to set it up for a new scrap. So that's nice. I've been doing a lot of editing. I have a smaller order that's ready to go. I have a larger order that just finished and is ready to go. So I think I'm going to take a quick break from editing so that I can clean these tags, package them all up, and get those orders ready to go out the door. Then I'll get the next order going and we will go back to editing.
Was it all just a dream, just all in my head? Floating rivers upstream, the things that you said. Tell me and be honest, tell me, did you know that you would be leaving me just like the winners know? Tell me and be honest, tell me, should I've known that you'd be leaving me so painfully quiet and slow? I try my best to move on, too late.
It's been a while since I've checked in, so I figured I would do a little check-in with you. I have been hard at work, just like locked in the editing cave. I have officially sorted through all 5.5 hours of fall Berg box footage. I've cut it down to an hour and a half. And because there's so much footage, there was a lot of stuff I said that was redundant over the many days that this vlog was recorded. So now I'm kind of giving it all a second pass. Editor-in-chief is making my life harder. Because he's a little gremlin and he just is. He just is all the time. I wasn't actually expecting to have made this much progress on editing this video today, so I'm actually pretty pleased with how much I've been able to get done. Custom orders are still in progress. I made a mistake and I had to redo some stuff, and that set my timeline back. I really was thinking that I was going to be able to finish all the custom orders today, but since I made a mistake, that cost me some serious time. Now I don't know if that's reasonable, but I'm going to get as far as I can. I will have at least one more order packed up by the end of tonight, though. I did have some dinner. Michael made some nachos, and I'm just gonna keep going. Michael and I were talking, and one of the things that we like to do together every once in a while is play Stardew Valley. Usually he'll play on his computer in the basement, I'll play on my computer up here, and we'll video chat with each other through Discord. I was telling him during dinner, while we were making dinner, I said, you know, it would be fun if we could play Stardew Valley again together sometime. He was like, yeah, let me know when you're free. And I jokingly said, yeah, I'll get back to you in about 3 months, which is sadly true. But you know what? Tomorrow is supposed to be date night. Maybe tomorrow will be a cozy stay-at-home Stardew Valley date night. That honestly does not sound like a bad way to spend an evening at all. All right. This was a lovely chat. Nice little catch-up with you, but it's time to get back to work. Today's Wednesday. Yesterday we did get quite a bit accomplished. Today my big focus is on completely finishing the fall Berg box vlog. It's actually exporting right now. I have the thumbnail created. I have a couple little things that I need to do, but I should be able to get that scheduled today, which will be a big item checked off of my list. I have some custom tags to clean and package. This order is all done. I just need to get them cleaned and packaged up. And then I have one more order that's a larger order, and I'm waiting for my video to export because I think that when it's doing something like exporting where the computer's like really working hard, it's kind of messing with my laser a little bit. It's causing it to stutter a little bit, and I think it's because the processor is like working overtime. So I'm gonna let my video export before I start on this big order, just to make sure that everything is working the way that it should. Getting everything done for these fall boxes is dragging on. I just want to get everything done today. I did take a little bit of time and tidied up in here this morning. There was just stuff. It was feeling very cluttered and I needed a fresh, clean slate. So I did take some time to tidy everything up this morning. It feels a lot better in here and I feel a lot more ready to get some stuff done because my space is not cluttered and off feeling. Tonight's date night. We are going to, remember how yesterday I was saying that I missed playing Stardew Valley with Michael? Well, we decided that we're going to have a cozy at-home Stardew Valley date night. So we're going to play Stardew Valley tonight. I'm excited about that, and maybe I'll even be able to sneak in a little bit of crochet time. I still need to do the border on the baby blanket, and I would really love to get that done today. Let's get to it. It's the afternoon. Custom orders are still going. I have uploaded and scheduled the fall Berg box vlog to premiere on Thursday. I am at the point now where I am ready to stain stitch markers. That one item on the list that always gets procrastinated and put off for whatever reason. So I've decided I'm just gonna do it now and get it out of the way so that it's done. And then I did go through and actually make a list of all the little individual tasks because I always function better when I have that in front of me. I also need to print stickers and add them to the tins for the stitch markers so that those are ready to go. I need to make the wax melts, which I should really do this afternoon. I miscounted on some things. I missed a couple things with the folded tags and the square patches, so I have a few more incidental things to make up there. we have other stuff too, but that's kind of where I am focusing my energy right now. So let's get these stitch markers stained, and then let's check off some of these kind of smaller things that we can hopefully do quickly.
I've never been to this part of town. Everyone is dressed up here, but looks so down. Lost in a room where my shadow drowns. So glad I found you there in the crowd. All I wanted was a little connection, but they only care for their own reflection. I tried to blend in, but I'll never be like them. Out here, I'm someone else. Honey, all the eyes just taste so sweet. Honestly, don't believe a thing they say. So tired of the games. It's not real, it's just pretend. Honey, all the eyes just taste so sweet. Concrete jungle where dreams are sold. But your lips are worth more than gold. We don't fit in here 'cause we're too broke. Thank God I found you there in the snow.
Podcast episode is edited and exporting currently, and then I have to schedule it on Spotify. Patches and tags for the fall box, the random little leftovers that needed to be made, are made. They need to be cleaned and then put in their bags. Stitch markers. We have stained and added the hardware onto all of them. The only thing I have left to do is make the other half of this large order, which I can easily have running even while we're doing our little Stardew Valley date night, because I can get it all set up and then all I have to do is just start a new batch when one finishes, which won't take much time at all. Michael is getting Thai food for us for our date night. I am going to be having my favorite from our favorite Thai place, pork pineapple fried rice with the spring rolls. The only thing left on the list for fall boxes, which, by the way, I was saying stuff about having to put labels and welcome prints on boxes. I already did that. I don't know what I was thinking. For a while there, I was having this moment where I was like, I cannot figure out where the rest of the welcome prints went. The little prints that I stick on the inside of the box that tells everybody what the theme is and what the items are and everything. I was like, where are the other 30? Because I could have swore that by the time I ordered those prints, I had already made up my mind that I was going to do 140 boxes total. And yet, I've sent out 110, I should have 30 more, and I cannot find the other 30. I was like, did I only order 110? So I had it on my list, my to-do list, to go into Snapfish where I ordered the prints from and to double check that I did order 140, because if I did order 140, where are the other 30? I could not find them anywhere. And then today it dawned on me that I'm stupid. Because when I went through and put boxes together, originally, I made all 140 boxes in terms of the labels on the outside and the welcome prints on the inside. I did all 140 so that the boxes at least would be ready to go. So the prints are already in the boxes. So that made me happy when I mean, first of all, I was like, duh. But then I was happy because I realized I do not need to order more and I do not have to go looking for missing prints because that's already done. So that's one more thing that was on my list that is now off my list. Feeling very good that I got the podcast episode done. I actually already have another episode to edit because we're trying to get ahead, because both Megs and I have a very busy holiday season upcoming, and we are trying to front load these episodes so that we can build in a break, a little holiday break for ourselves. So we're recording like twice a week until we're done. So I need to edit twice a week, essentially, to stay up to date with this. And the quicker I can get the editing done, the quicker I can start a podcast break. If you are a listener of the podcast, episodes will still continue uploading as usual, but we're recording them ahead of time. We're batch recording them so that we can take a break from recording. Yeah, the wax melts are the only other thing, and I think I'm going to do those tomorrow. We continue on.
Opening, closing, all in one day. Blue sky, then violent rain. Feeling the dirt shift, sensing the change. The dog has been shaken outside of a crate. Opening, closing, statements to phrase. Radio channels, curses or praise. News and instruction on mitts for the pain. Bad conditions breaking everything. In this strange weather, a time to be alive. Capital letters with no end in sight. Close together just feels right. In this strange weather, strange weather. Opening, closing, both of these eyes. There's always a prophet, always a lie. A faraway poem, a fragment of light. Catching a ribbon, lost in the wind of my mind. On the threshold, leaning in. Pages turn, we make up the end. There's a pattern, there's a friend. There's the pressure, heavy again. In this strange weather, a time to be alive. In capital letters with no end in sight. Close together just feels right. In this strange weather, strange weather.
Good morning. It is Thursday. We are in the home stretch of finishing off these fall Berg boxes. Finally. Today's the day. Today's the day. I'm calling it because we got other stuff to move on to, man. I'm firmly getting in the headspace of getting ready to start. Firmly in the headspace of getting ready to start winter boxes. Like, I have ideas. I'm in talks with people about things and objects and ideas. And I'm just ready. I'm ready to move on. There's a little tail. Ready to move on to the winter boxes. But before then, we have just a few loose ends to tie up. Let's see. Last night I almost finished the last of the custom order. I had like literally 10 more tags to finish this morning, which I've already done. So I just have to pull those off the machine. I have to clean that order. I have to package it up. And then that is all of the custom orders done. I did also purchase a pattern this morning. And I'm going to force myself to not start that pattern until I finish the baby blanket. Because you guys remember I said I wasn't going to do any other work on anything else until I got the baby blanket finished. And that is still my plan. So I feel like it will be a great motivator for me to finish the baby blanket so I can move on to this new project because I'm very excited about it. And I still have my other projects to do, and I still want to do those other projects, but I really want to start this project. So, and it's very relevant that Murdoch is here right now because it has to do with him. I have been wanting to get one of those little slings for cats, you know, that like go over your, it's like a baby sling, but it's for cats. And they sell them on TikTok Shop. I was scrolling past one today and it's like fleece, it's got the elastic, and you can just like stick a little kitty in there and have them snuggle up to you. Now, most of the time this is what happens when you try to hold him. He's very playful and wants to grab and bite. He does get snuggly sometimes. When he's tired and you get him in just the right spot, he will sit and snuggle with you. But it's not always in a way that I can still get things done. Like if he's cuddling in my lap, I'm frozen and I can't do anything because he's in the way. and I can't move because I have a cat in my lap. You know, you guys get it. If you're a cat person, you get it. So the temptation was to purchase a cat sling on TikTok shop. And then my crochet brain kicked in and I said, wait a minute, why would I buy one when I could make one? And it would be a great stash busting project too, even though we're nearing the end of September. So I went on Pinterest and I looked for a cat sling crochet pattern, and I did find one and I did purchase one. I'm excited to use it as a little stash busting project. I have a bunch of acrylic cakes and stuff in this bin here, and they're all the cakes that don't really fit the vibe of my yarn wall. And I think I have some cakes in there. I'm not sure which one I'll use yet, but I have some cakes in there that I think would be perfect for a little crochet cat sling. Maybe if I had him in a sling, he wouldn't be biting my hands right now, you know? No, don't go over the... He's going after the mic now. Oh, also, very exciting milestone. Very exciting milestone. I have officially, well, I don't know if you call this officially. As you know, because I have shared, one of my big goals on this YouTube channel is to hit all the qualifications to be monetized, because if I could make a living doing all my fun website stuff and making vlogs for you, that would just be like the most incredible, incredible thing. So that is a big goal of mine. I'm not going to act like, oh, I'm just here for fun. Like, I am here for fun. I'm here for the vibes. I'm here to build a community. I'm here to share all the stuff. But I'm also here because I want to be able to make a living out of doing something that I love. And I love the idea that you can make a living and people don't, there are ways that you can support me monetarily, but you don't have to. You can just watch and comment and like, and that's all free stuff to do, and it helps me. That's so cool. I love that. Anyway, so that's a big goal for me, and we are getting there. We have officially met all of the requirements for the first tier of monetization, because there's 2 tiers. The first tier, you have to have 500 subscribers and 3,000 watch hours. I've hit the first tier. Now, technically, it hasn't shown up on YouTube for me yet, because the way that YouTube processes watch hours, it takes a little bit of time, because they have to make sure that the watch hours are legit, that they're actual humans watching them versus like a bot. So even though I can see on my analytics that I have crossed over 3,000 and I'm actually at 3,300, which is approaching 4,000, the amount I need for full monetization, the data is only showing through the 20th, and currently it's the 25th. So once the data catches up to the real-time numbers I'm seeing right now, I'll be there. But as of right now, the eligibility counter is at 2,500 hours. So, because it's a few days behind. So I'm just I know I'm there, but it takes them a few days to get everything caught up. So I'm feeling very impatient, because I'm I know that I'm there, but it hasn't all processed yet. Thank you guys. Thank you for choosing to watch my videos. Thank you for liking them. Thank you for just engaging with them, because it really, really, truly means the world to me. And I love sharing all the things with you, and I can't wait to keep sharing the things with you. It's just, I'm feeling the love today. So thank you very much. I'm about to clean these custom patches, and I just wanted to address people. Don't be sleeping on the black and gold tags. Look how gorgeous these are. They're just stunning. I love Look how the light catches them. I love the black and gold tags. All right, let's get cleaning.
Calendar face on it. It's cute. The 4.5mm hook. Easy. Pieces of black here. But anything so far? I just have some like things. They made these special zippers that have a
This is the very last laser piece for the fall box. With this stitch marker, we are completely done. I just got some Amazon deliveries, stuff that I need. I got more mounting squares because I never found that pack of mounting squares that I bought. I never figured out what happened to them. Maybe someday I'll stumble upon them, but until then, I bought more, especially because the ones I went out to the store and bought, like, they did not work well. I have more brass rivets because I was running low on rivets. There's 1,000. There's 1,000 of these. I only need a few from this shipment for the fall boxes, but I will have plenty for the next several boxes. These are my extra long plastic bags that I put the hanks of yarn in. Obviously, the more you buy, the less you pay per bag, and I figured it just makes more sense to get the biggest option because otherwise I'm just going to be buying them more often. I'll have to worry about running out of them sooner, and I'll pay more per bag, which would be silly. Got a big box of those, and I'm going to continue working on winter box things, which this is the tricky part of the vlog, is I can't show you that stuff right now. But you know that there's going to be folded tags in the box because it's one of the categories, so that's what I'm working on right now, testing out folded tags. And with the sealing of this bag, we have finished the last item for fall Berg boxes. I mean, besides packaging up the yarn and all that, you know, but like my stuff, I'm done. All right, I have a beautiful pile of orders that are ready to get shipped out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 little packages going to their new homes. Yay!
will take a lot of trial and error.
Good morning, it's Friday. We are extremely busy today. We are trying to get done a lot of different things all at once. Here's what we're doing. As of right now, I have winter Berg box tags engraving on the laser. I also ordered more leather because I'm running low in the colors that I need. Typically, when I order leather from my supplier, it gets to my front porch very quickly. Like sometimes the next day, which is wild, but their warehouse is actually very close to me. We're recording an episode of the podcast today. That is happening, I'm not sure exactly when. Megs is going to message me when she's ready to go. We already have the outline written and everything, so we should be able to just get in and hit record and go, which we both need right now because, I don't know, I'm sure she's busy too. I'm very busy. Here's the deal. I have a hot cocoa bomb event, my first one of the season, next weekend. And I'm just now getting started for the season. I'm placing a Walmart pickup order of some ingredients I need, pulling sales reports to determine how much I should make as compared to what I sold last year. I need to sort through my stuff. That's all happening today, hopefully. But I'm feeling the squeeze a little bit because I know what I need to do for my own businesses, and then I've been getting messages from different people, organizations, things that are asking time from me, and I'm having to field things and decide whether I have time for it, whether I don't have time for it. Some stuff, it doesn't matter whether I want to make time for it, it's necessary. So I'm just trying to figure out how to fit it all in at the moment. And my birthday's on Monday, and Michael took the day off. The plan is to go and crochet and have a really chill day, but I really wish that the timing was not the way that it is. That only leaves me with 4 more days to get ready for this event, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Just means that I need to do as much as I can today, and then of course tomorrow. Normally in a situation like this, I would just say, okay, you know what? Saturday is just going to be a work day because I have too much to do, and it will be more stressful if I take time off than to just get some things accomplished. But we have an all-day conference thing tomorrow, so I can't even work through Saturday. And then Sunday, my parents are taking me out for a little lunch for my birthday, and I'll have the rest of the afternoon and evening on Sunday to work, and I'm going to have to take advantage of that time as best as I can. I have packing up of fall boxes. One of my fall boxes got lost in transit, so I was calling the post office and filling out a missing mail claim, and that's really unfortunate, both for the person who hasn't gotten their Berg box yet, and also the thought of all of the time and love and effort I put into each box, the thought of even one of them just like disappearing into the ether is so sad to me, but it is to be expected, right? Like when you send out hundreds of boxes, odds are at least one of them is going to get lost in the process. There's just like a lot of things. I'm not discouraged. There's just a lot, and I'm trying to systematically work through it all and decide what needs my attention right now and what can be put on hold for later. We're going to get to work. So I've spent the day, I had some like non-business things that had to get done. I had some church ministry stuff to do. I had to renew my driver's license because it expires this year. I did the postal service stuff. I am currently adding some items to my cart for a Walmart pickup order. Michael is always amazing about going and picking up orders for me when I place them online, so he's going to pick that up for me today. I just got a message from Meg saying that she's eating really quick and then she's going to be ready to record. I have items to purchase for the winter Berg box. I've purchased some already. I need to do some more purchasing today. And then I need to turn my attention to hot cocoa bombs. So that's what's going on. Yeah. Which is kind of fun because I feel like a lot of ideas we have for things happen when we're just talking and then we bring it to you in an episode. So it's fun that we stumbled on this idea while we were in the middle of an episode, and it wasn't like a pre-planned thing that we talked about outside of an episode. So that's kind of fun. Also, do you want to know a fun fact?
9%. I need stickers too.
Okay, we'll get them.
I don't have more. Do I need to print more?
Probably.
I need 30. I don't think I have any more printed already. I just need one because I already started folding this.
I got it.
Well, that is going to do it for today's vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up and leave a comment below. Let me know if you've been crocheting anything while you're watching. I'd love to know what you're working on. It was great to have my new camera for a full vlog. This is present day Jessica, and a lot of the stats that I was sharing of how my channel had grown at the time, we have moved past that a lot. As of recording right now, I am currently sitting at 720 subscribers, and I have officially been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program, which is just wild and so exciting. I am working on setting up memberships too, which are going to involve some fun perks. I don't know that I will have that all ready to go by the time this video goes up, but it's just a little heads up to be on the lookout for some fun stuff with memberships, because there's going to be some perks that I think you guys will be excited about. So thank you again for watching. We are in the thick of hot cocoa bomb season now, but I am committed to still uploading once a week. We'll see what form the videos in the next couple months will take, whether they're going to be week in the life, day in the life, sitting and working on one crochet project start to finish. We're probably going to switch it up just to make it sustainable. All right, enough yapping. See you guys in the next one. Bye.